In this video, we will be going over my garden expenses for 2023, which I went a little hog wild with all my seed purchases. So this was a bit more costly than usual. Sorry, not sorry, as I do love a good seed. We will also go over some free household items we can give a second life to and use this season in the garden. Then we will end the video with a mid-August garden tour and really see where all my money went. I'm sure you'll see something that sparks your interest. Hey guys, it is April 10th and it is time for me to get another growing year up and at 'em. And I was very interested to figure out how much I actually spent this year because I got seeds at 3 different places, which is very unusual for me. I usually stick to one. So let's have a little look at everything and how much it cost. Okay, first of all, Miracle Grow. I spent $17.90. Baker Creek seed was $48.50. The American seed, which is dollar store, is $1.50. Burpee seeds, Menards, $13.18, and that's at a very reduced price. They give you a sale. I figured it all out on my receipt. And for these plant trellises was $33.98. That was for 2. That doesn't include shipping and tax. I couldn't find the receipt on that. Greenhouse was $27, but I bought that last year, but I'm definitely using that because I'm in zone 5 and it's way too early for me to plant in April. Usually that's Mother's Day. That's another 4 weeks away. So grand total, including that greenhouse, was $142.06 minus the greenhouse. $115.06 is the grand total. Now let's see if, as we go along, if that was worth my purchase. I pretty much know it will be. Okay, so some things that are absolutely free that I am so glad are out of my pantry, and this is the way this goes each winter for me, are the toilet paper tubes that obviously are free. I'm also going to be using some paper towel tubes, and that's going to come in handy for things like squash that grow like a weed, and the root system ends up being pretty massive. Also melons, anything in that family will work well for. Okay, so how did that go, me using paper towel rolls rather than toilet paper rolls go? I think it went great. Look at how much more soil they had. Look at the root development on this one. Excellent. I think that's definitely something for you to consider if you're going to pre-start these in a little greenhouse like I did. This family is gonna need a little bit more room than just those toilet paper tubes. So this is sensational. Also, I worked on eggshells. That's it. Eggshells, dried them out, crushed them up, kept them all winter long. So I did use some of my eggshell bits here in my marigolds. So there's some more eggshells back here just in case there were slugs. Really can't see what's going on back here at all. Not as much airflow as I would have liked, but I have plenty more marigolds here with airflow. Definitely here and here with airflow, and one more right here at the end next to these gorgeous melons that I've got going on. See that? Excellent. Egg cartons are fantastic for those little tiny things like peppers, eggplants, and I'm also probably gonna start these marigolds in there as well. All right, here are those Cracker Jack marigolds. Oh, these are the best thing that came out of the greenhouse this year. They are not my favorite by far, but they did grow the best for me this year. We had a really kind of crappy beginning of fall, or I'm sorry, of spring. Last year it was excellent. This year not so great. So I am going to plant some right here because I'm going to have a row of tomatoes here. This is going to be a patty summer squash. And these are supposed to help with a lot of insect repellent. So I'm going to put them right next to that. I have these in egg cartons. And all you need to do is just pinch them and they'll start to come out. And I'm just going to go ahead and plant those over there. Also, this is actually 2 cubic feet of potting soil. Not sure if I'm going to need both of them, but I do not want to run back to the store. I'm super excited about these. I think these are so beautiful. And I also bought the stacking pots at the dollar store. I spent, I think, $18 on those. Look at how fantastic all of these tomatoes are going to be. It's been several years since I tried a new tomato, so I'm very excited. Particularly my tomatoes. I only have one more to go for them to come up. Here's the plant trellis. I already did a video on this. Loved it. Bought 2 more because I like things in odd numbers. Super easy to put together. I've got my shredded paper back here. I mean, come on. This is all like old documents, absolutely free. I'm gonna bulk up my pots at the bottom so I can eventually create new soil from that. And I've saved all of my produce, my strawberry, my lettuce, all of that good stuff. I can put my toilet paper rolls in here, have drainage, and get a second life out of this plastic as well. I've got 2 kinds of melons and a hybrid squash in here. Some of this astache came up. The green zucchini from last year came up. April 27th. Look at how great our melons and our Peter Pan zucchini are doing back there. Excellent. Let's see how all of this turns out for us. It is August 22nd. Look how gorgeous that light is coming in very early in the morning. Just wanted to give you a quick tour of the garden so that you can see all of our money did not go to waste. I think it was totally and completely worth it. Before we get going, let's look at the sunflower patch out here. Up front, that's Velvet Queen. In the back, that is Citrus. In the very, very front here is Teddy Bear. So those are the 3 that I have remaining out of those 5 sunflower packs you've seen sitting on the table from Burpee. Separate videos on that. Okay, here are my Dollar Tree American seed peppers. They're supposed to be a sweet grand bell pepper mix. But look, somehow we got banana in here, but that's okay. As long as they're not super hot. I'm all up about them. We'll put them in that chili. It'll be just fine. Get this over here. I had to put some in pots because this marigold got humongous. And you can see where that broke off down there, giving a little bit of airflow to the cucumber, which is already too late. I'm going to squeak a few more out, and then I'm going to pull those out. So you guys, these were in the styrofoam egg cartons, both the marigolds and this full flat of pepper seeds came up. Both of them, entire flats. Those seeds were very viable. Both of these were the American Seed Company. I do love to grow my cucumber up my fencing up my railing here. I'm gonna give you a picture of what this looked like last year. I completely crowded this, not knowing how huge this marigold was gonna get. I mean, look at how huge this one over here got. Crazy. These were also in the, I might have said styrofoam. I meant to say cardboard earlier. The cardboard egg cartons. And here's a lemon tree that I got from the actual greenhouse, and that's coming along pretty nicely. More of those marigolds. This by far was the most impressive thing right out of the gate for these marigolds. All right, here's where those 3 trellises were at. This one's already done and complete. I think we've already seen a picture of that before. I have one more down here that I'm waiting for it to turn. I've already eaten one. The other 3 are in the refrigerator. I'll flash you a picture of that. That's right, we're in my refrigerator. Look at the cucumbers that I grew. Here is 2 of the Nor de Carmes melon. Here's the other one down here. Already ate one. There's one more left on the vine out there on that trellis. We've got some good Hilda Romano green beans. Here's those lady slipper tomatoes. Look at all my blue cream berry from Baker Creek. Here's the black strawberry tomato. More marigolds. And here we have black creme and giant Belgium. These, I started both of these in toilet paper tubes. Remember, these melons were in the paper towel tubes. So let's go over this way now. Here is the Dollar Tree stackable containers I was telling you about. This was more like $30. I did a whole total complete video on everything that I grew in these in the spring and these actual containers. You can see with these little minis, my bok choy is starting to come up. And I have them down here so that they will all germinate evenly. We've got some green beans, more melon. You guys, these are those violas I showed you on the table that I was super excited about. And when I'm really excited about something, especially something I've never grown from seed, like viola, I've never grown that from seed before, then I will plant this in a couple different areas. So I also have it over here. This looks more like the stereotypical pansy look to it. So I have this in these 2 spots, and also here we have got some basil, and here again are those pansies, and you can see here the brush stroke, how they're coming up completely different. They just, all of them just look different. They do not have a uniform look. Let's see, I've got a deadhead, a few of these. Basil I got from Kroger in the produce section. Here I've got a few sunflowers. This was supposed to be an experiment that went wrong. The rabbits wouldn't stay off of them, but I love my rabbits. It's beautiful, is it not? Look at the light coming through here very early in the morning. Okay, here's more of my marigolds. Cilantro, I just direct sowed that from seed. I need to deadhead a few of those. I've got some Jung's wildflower seeds in here. Got some California poppies you also seen on the table. Dollar Tree. More of my marigolds. I am having to support a few of them in some spots. PVC pipe back there. How gorgeous that light is coming through here, you guys. All right, and here are those 6 tomato varieties I was super excited about. And please excuse the yard. I'm gonna consider it no-mow August. And look at how huge these mushrooms over here are. If anyone knows if these are edible or what these are, I would appreciate the comment below. But look at these. This hasn't happened yet. This is a Berkeley tie-dye. Look at the tie-dye possibility on that one. This is a black strawberry. And Paul Robeson, Prairie Fire, the blue cream berry, these are very good, and Thor Burn terracotta. I'm not getting a lot of these, but man, these were really fantastic. So definitely growing these again. Here we are back up here at our marigolds. Got to do a little bit more deadheading here as well. Gonna start some more lettuce. Here's the 4th of July tomatoes that I bought from the greenhouse. And here are those Patty hybrid summer squash. And you can see one right here starting to develop for us. At this point, it just kind of looks like a bucket of vertebra, but you know, whatever. So, was it worth it, you guys? I would say absolutely, totally, and completely worth it. I absolutely love to garden. I had a lot of expenses with my seeds. I've come to the realization when I'm looking through my seed basket is I probably can just do a whole season on what I already have and what I haven't made videos on so far. So that's probably what I am going to do. I'm also looking into the possibility of just creating a drought garden, vacation garden. You see a lot of these bees just love to sleep and rest on top of these marigolds. They kind of use them as a landing pad. I cannot tell you all of the pollinators that I've come out here and seen. I have to be really careful at certain points of the day when I am deadheading these, because I have deadheaded and just grabbed them and I could feel something vibrating in my hand. Well, you know what that was. That was a big old bumblebee. So next to my sunflowers back here, these raised tomato beds, they're on their way out. So normally I have a whole lot more I can garden in. So this year I am just a little bit confined to up front, but you guys, look at how much you can grow and do and check out in such a small space. If you have a driveway, well, you've got room. And even if you have a concrete, which is a heat sink, you can still do it. So I hope that this has inspired you. I hope that you realize this really does not cost that much. And we build things. I didn't buy all these tomato cages this year. You accumulate as you go, just like you accumulate the knowledge as you go. You guys, I have so many new videos coming out this season. Beyond these peppers, these marigolds, already on the cucumbers. We're going to do a comparison with these Jimmy Nardello pruned versus unpruned. Nor de Carmes. Every single one of these tomatoes that we already spoke about will be on the channel. Every single one of those sunflowers will be on the channel. This Peter Pan hybrid will be on the channel. I've done a few videos already on 4th of July, already there on the channel. And not to mention the videos I've already done on using those dollar store stackable containers. Black creme already on the channel, love it. And those pansies over there, the green beans that I have going from those pansies stacked on tomato cages, Hilda Romano already on the channel. Check it all out, guys. It's a lot here for you to soak up, for you to learn from, for you to get ideas from. I mean, that's kind of what YouTube is about, right? So was it worth it? Absolutely, 100 and completely, totally, without a doubt, it was worth it. Thank you for watching. Have a fantastic day. Thank you you so much for watching, and I invite you again to subscribe, as I have been gardening for over 40 years and have a lot to teach, show, grow, review, experiment with, and my favorite, a specific variety everything deep dive. So let's try new things together, mix it up, and have a glorious day.